Welcome to the channel. My name is Matisse. Today we're going to talk about Superior Spider-Man issues 1 through 3. And now, I was on the fence at first with this whole idea of Dr. Octopus taking over Spider-Man's mind. But these first 3 issues, man, they're freaking solid. This series in general was a fascinating character study of Dr. Octopus, but also made a fascinating contrast with the character of Peter Parker, of Spider-Man, what makes him tick, what he gets right and what he gets wrong. So right off the bat, we have Doc Ock taking up the mantle of Spider-Man, his new and improved version of Spider-Man. And at first his motivations are completely selfish and pretty petty. On his first mission, he actually sets out to take down the new Sinister Six because he's really pissed off that they stole the name. And he just beats the living crap out of them. This defeat and beating of the new Sinister Six further down the line in the series is actually going to lead to some villains not wanting to fight against Superior Spider-Man and just give themselves in, like the case of White Rabbit. Also, Otto Octavius is just really indulging in Peter Parker's personal life. He goes on a date with Mary Jane and he's just a prick during the whole date. Also, he's really taking advantage of the fact that Peter Parker worked at this think tank that developed cutting-edge technology called Horizon, where we have Otto Octavius pretty much try to take over the place from day one. Now, what we discover is that Peter Parker's soul is still intact and is actually curbing some of the worst impulses that Otto has. Also, Peter Parker's soul starts seeing vestiges of Otto's memories. There he discovers that he grew up in a very abusive household, and both as kids had a similar love for science. But in the case of Peter Parker, he grew up in a loving home even though he lost his parents, while Otto basically just grew up in this living nightmare. So what happens is we have the return of Vulture, and he's using these little kids as his minions. We get a really good moment in the story where Peter Parker, the soul of Peter, discovers that out of all the members of the Sinister Six, Vulture was the only member that Otto actually respected and had pretty high esteem for. So what happens is, as Superior Spider-Man, he tracks down Vulture and pretty much gives him an ultimatum and tells him, look, just retire, I'll give you a fantastic life. Because again, Otto viewed Vulture as the closest thing to a friend that he ever had. So he wanted to give him a chance. But then Otto discovers that those new minions that he was using were young kids. They were young street kids and runaways that were put in harm's way to do Vulture's bidding. And Superior Spider-Man just loses it. It's really interesting because the way the writer presents it, it's like he had this high regard for Vulture, but totally misjudged him. He didn't understand Vulture's nature, that the guy is a total dirtbag. And this leads to Superior Spider-Man giving poor Vulture an epic beatdown. So I'm going to leave this video here. I hope you guys liked it. See you guys next time. Bye.